And we have the right level of confidence, belief, understanding with each other, and everything clicks better and quicker.
What do you think it's done for the players' mindsets to have all these games in hand as well?
You don't know how you're going to take because you want to play the games and you want to keep it up to speed like the other teams, because it's a bit awkward sometimes when the performances cannot reflect your position in the table at times. It's what it is. We knew that at some stage we're going to have to play those games, and we're going to play them soon.
And last from me, what would you say is the biggest difference between the Liverpool match last November to today's Arsenal team?
That it's 5 months later and that we're still going to play against arguably the best team or the second best team in this league, a team that is in great form, and that certainly we're going to have to play at our best to beat them.
Jamie from Sky.
Thanks, Dan. Good morning, Mikel. In your 2 and a bit years at Arsenal, is this right now the best Arsenal have played?
I think with the level of consistency throughout a game and throughout a period of games or a run of games, I would say yes.
And you're now in that 4th spot, which changes things slightly. You've now got a target in your back. Does that change the mentality at all?
Well, it certainly puts you in a position when you're really looking forward to look up, and it gives you the belief that you can be there with the top teams in the country. But the reality is that it's still a long way to go.
Is tomorrow night the toughest test you've had yet in this run?
I think we play against top teams. We play City not a long time ago again, and you know what the problems that they put in. But every week is a test in the Premier League, and very different ones. And the challenges that you face throughout games are completely different. But tomorrow, certainly, you face a team that dominates every single aspect of the game. So when that happens, you have to be at your best.
Obviously, you're very close friends with Pep, and you were at Manchester City and you saw how that side was built. But how much respect do you have for the job that Jurgen Klopp's done? Because they have to do things in a slightly different way. To Manchester City, they can't spend the same amount of money that City do. So this dynasty that he's built with Liverpool,
great credit to Jurgen, the coaching staff, and to the club as well for what they created. They haven't just created a team that can compete and be successful. I think they have created a huge cultural understanding of who Liverpool is today, the stadium and the atmosphere that they can create, the support, the level, how they communicate. It's a lot of things. It's not just the individuals or the players that they have recruited and the plan that they had to achieve that level. It's the whole plan that I really value, I think.
Is that a blueprint or a model that Arsenal can kind of aspire towards? Because you don't have the same deep pockets that Manchester City do either. So is Liverpool the sort of blueprint of how to do things?
It's very different because our histories are different. The timings of success are different. But we all want to achieve the same thing, that is to be the best team in this league. And that's our focus.
Yes.
Thank you.
George from BBC.
Thanks, Dan. Mikel, how are the players feeling ahead of tomorrow? Because you've played so well for the past few weeks, but this is probably their biggest test. So are they confident that they can do it? Because the last time you played this well, you lost to Man City, but you probably need a performance like that again. How do the players feel?
You need that type of performance, and then you need the result. And the reason why we didn't get that result against City was because we didn't dominate every single aspect of the game. And the moment that you open the door, you know that you're going to be punished. And tomorrow we're going to have to play at least at that level or better, and control every single scenario.
You missed that match. You was at home. So what will tomorrow be like for you? Because being there, do you think that will make a difference of how vocal you are on the touchline, that those particular moments you can guide them through?
Hopefully very soon they don't need anybody there, you know, and they can do themselves and understand and interpret everything that the game requires in that moment. But certainly I will be there with the whole coaching staff and the rest of the backroom staff, supporting the players as much as possible.
Liverpool are playing really well, but do you feel like you're one of the best teams at the country in the minute with the way your team are playing too?
No, there are better teams in the country because that's what the league table shows, and we haven't done anything. what we're doing is trying to improve, understand better what we want, being much more consistent in performance and results, but nothing else as yet.
Is there going to be any surprises from you tactically or with your selection tomorrow? Is it a case of, no, I'm picking the same squad, here we go, bring it on?
We will see tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, George. Ian, talk sport.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
So you're fourth now, and I think that most people would admit that fourth place is yours to lose. So with that being a bit of a given, would you say that if you don't finish fourth, it's a bit of a failure from here on in?
I cannot think like that. I think about today and tomorrow, and being in that position, what encouraged me is to look up in the table and look forward, and don't start to look on your mirror there. I don't think it's a good sign.
Okay, so if you look up in the table, you see Chelsea, who are catchable, and we obviously know the problems that Chelsea have right now. One, do you see them as catchable? Two, do you feel sorry for the position on the football side that their manager and their players are now in?
For a lot of people that are part of that club that can suffer any consequences, obviously, yes, but I cannot judge the process or what is happening.
In terms of your team, Ben White has been absolutely outstanding. Do you think that he's now the best centre-half that England have?
I don't know. We are really happy with his performances, how he has adapted, what he brings to the team, certainly, and hopefully he can get rewarded, because the way he trains, he looks at himself, and the performance that he's having is certainly raising the attention of a lot of people.
And Alexander Lacazette as well, I think, has flourished, shall I say, since Aubameyang left the club. Has he in any way, shape or changed your mind about whether or not he will stay beyond the end of the season?
I think with Alex it's very clear what he brings to the team. We've shown it consistently since I've been here, and what we have to resolve is the contractual timing, and in the best possible way when we all align on the same page.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mark, Pierre.
Hi, Mikel. You always talk about the young players you've got and how young your squad is. Now they are fourth and they are you are considered favourites of the Champions League. Do you have to back them to deal with what is now a different pressure that they are now seen as favourites?
Well, that's the pressure of playing for this club, is to be the best, and we are not there yet. So if the objective is that, it's not a pressure. It has to be a motivation, a challenge, and a clear understanding that the purpose to play for this club is only to be the best. And what we've done so far means absolutely nothing. And I think everybody has to be encouraged and empowered by the possibility always to find ways to improve and get better.
Given you play Liverpool tomorrow, they're in such good form, they're going for the title. Would a victory in that game almost give you momentum now to continue that top four race?
Winning another game in this league gives you always momentum. Being able to beat the most informed team in the country, it will be really, really big. So that's the aim tomorrow.
Since you took over, we've had COVID, redundancies, you've had players that have left. Other than now having to have us back in the room, are you the happiest you've ever been?
Especially because you guys are here. That's what it changes my life.
And just finally, have you heard anything from Pep? Are you expected to hear anything from Pep ahead of tomorrow night, asking for a favour?
Not yet. I haven't heard anything yet.
Thanks, okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. James?
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
Brendan Rodgers, after the game on Sunday, said that Aaron Ramsdale is the best English goalkeeper. Just how impressed have you been with the start of his Arsenal career?
Well, first, thanks to Brendan for thinking that way, and I think Aaron has to take those words to give him confidence and support in what he's doing. As I always said, that he's been exceptional since the day we signed him, not only on the pitch, but as well what he transmitted, what he brought to the building, to the club, outside with his character and personality, and that's the type of people that we want to bring to the club.
Because you've got such a strong core of young English players in the squad, do you think that made it easier for Aaron to adapt to the squad once he arrived?
Certainly, and you can see the understanding and the chemistry that he has with some of those. The fact that they knew each other for many years, that's always helpful, and that always, I think, speeds up the process of any adaptation, that it's always